Hey, Snake. Saw you come in, so I decided to go on and go live. I have been out all night long fishing, and I decided that since it was still overcast, that I would go and do a little live. And then the sun popped out and started beating down on me and my phone, so we'll see how long I get to go live. Been catching bait so far since I moved spots, that is. Can you hear me? Are you still there? Got a bird over here, just chilling. I know. I only went live early because I saw you were in here. And I only scheduled it because I wanted to do a thumbnail since I had not tried that before. Oh, no, I got hung. That's what I get for not paying attention. Here, I'll give you a good view of the bird for a minute. Well, I said I was, but I'm lying. Okay, I'll take you away from the bird that flew away. Hey, Uncle Lou. Oh, George Ray, I'm so glad you're in here. I caught something that I wanted to show you. I'm trying to adjust this so you can see a little more lake and a little less rock, but I'll do that in a minute. I want to show George Ray my fish. Okay, let's see if I get it so you can see it though. Okay, there's a pumpkin seed. I got some shad floating in a bucket. They didn't last very long, even with the aerator. Caden. I haven't had a coon ever when I've been here at this ramp, but I've definitely had coons at Chowning and at Van Buren as well. I've been at the tailwaters all night and no luck there. TJ's in here and Caden. Oh, hi, Kevin. I'm excited. Didn't know Kevin would come into my life. Okay. Oh my God, Hayden, that's crazy. I've had a raccoon walk in front of me. Oh, I didn't have that on there. Good. I had a raccoon cross in front of me and run into all my lines, and then turn around and hiss at me straight in my face when I was at Chownings one night. Yeah, I'm at the marina. I'm at Settlers Trace on Taylorsville Lake. Bye, TJ. Oh, hi, Frogster. Big Slim. I'm not sure who all I have missed. There's Michael. Not Murillo, it's Michael. You know, honestly, I had never used pumpkin seed as bait, and I asked Ryan Bortz if that would be a good idea, and he told me yes. So um, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that until I actually get to put it on the hook and try it. And I have these minnows that I got out of the lake last night that I'm not sure that they're minnows. They might be some kind of fry. I don't know if I can get one and show it to you and see if you all know, but they've been catching fish, so I guess that's all that matters. But if it's some kind of other fish, they definitely don't look like another fish yet. It's not supposed to storm until 2 o'clock today, is what the weather app says, but we have this bright sunshine that came out over here. And then we got this stuff over here that's starting to collect. So I don't know. Doesn't look real good and promising for a day of fishing, but you know, I normally fish in the rain, but today I don't have any kind of gear to do that. So there's all kinds of birds around here today. I haven't set up any catfish rods with bait because I don't usually do good here, and this is right where the people put their boats in, and they usually end up messing up my line. Now the wind is taking me away too. But normally I'll sit here and catch some bait and then go over here to this little cove beside me. Yeah, I better watch out. Like, I definitely don't want that happening to me. Still have flashbacks from your experience with your lightning snake. Freaked me out. I was like, if I have to call 911, I'm going to say, so there's this dude on YouTube. I have no clue whatsoever where he's fishing. I think that he's in Idaho, and that's about it. But there was lightning, and yeah, it would be a hot mess. Pumpkin seeds are too pretty for bait. I agree. But apparently they make a good bait, so I'll try anything once. And if it works good, I'll try it again. It might not look like the wind is really blowing right now, but it actually is really getting up. And there was no wind when I scheduled the live. But those clouds are getting a little crazy looking over there. Hey, Eric. See ya, Frogster. Hi, hey, Steve. Oh my gosh, I'm really surprised now. I got Kevin and I got Steve Douglas in here. Yes, this is Taylorsville Lake. I am diagonally across from where you all were for the tournament. I'm over here at the marina, so you can see some of the houseboats, maybe depending on what the. Yeah, probably not so much, but the marina's over there. Fishing chick, hey. Now that I've had all these people actually show up, it makes me think I should um, actually bait up one of my catfish poles and have something a little more impressive to bring in than just the bait. So far, I've been catching green sunfish and pumpkin seed. And unfortunately, I stuck them in a bucket full of dead shad, so they're hiding under there. The shad just did not make it, but I'm gonna try not to have a Steve Douglas moment with those later. Michael, the wind just like really got a big. It was supposed to be less wind today than it was yesterday, but I guess you can't always go by what the weatherman tells you or what the weather app tells you. I also just switched and put a night color on, and I'm not getting any fish on that. So I'm about to put one of those minnows that I don't know what it is on there so that I can show you all some fish being brought in. Try to find one of those in here and see if you all know what it is. Okay. This is what I have. This is a dead one though. Does anybody know if this is some kind of fry or if it is a minnow or what this little thing actually is? Because I got a whole bunch of them and just caught them in the lake. They don't stay on your hook quite as good as regular minnow, but you get them hooked on there good enough, you'll get you a fish with them. A mosquito fish? What are you talking about, Caden? Yeah, that's how I started getting them to stay on was by hooking them through the eyes. I'm gonna take this night color off because once the wind started kicking up, I haven't got a single bite on this thing. That's what the minnows are called. A mosquito minnow. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna totally Google this later because I've never heard this. I know that the first time I came home with some of those, that my dad said, "Oh no, those are good." He said, "We used to use those all the time when I was younger." So anytime that the weather is like it is now, and I see them on the bank, I have this big old net that I found on the bank, like just just a random old net that I actually had to fix it with some fishing line to keep it all the way around the little metal thing there. But I just scoop them right up. I mean, I've used it to catch crawdads. I've caught those mosquito minnows. Now that I know what they're called, and I'm all about free bait. So I like to get my own worms when it rains and anything that I can get free like that. I'm all about it because I fish all the time. Ah, I threw that one off. I thought that it was gone, but I just had my aerator. The hose was sitting underneath of the minnow bucket instead of inside of it. I need to quit looking at the chat. Every time I look at the chat, that's when I miss my bobber going down. I also need to put a brighter color bobber on so y'all can see it as well. Yeah, my minnows that I get from there are, well, I'm sorry. See, I can't pay attention to the chat and the fishing pole apparently, but no. Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna have to go get it. But anyway, the minnows are like what, $2 a dozen there. But if you get minnows at Briar Ridge, they are $3.99 for a fourth of a pound, and then they are Elk Creek is the only other place that I know where to go, and then I think you have to get a I don't remember how much you have to get. Oh no, they do theirs by weight too. It costs a little bit more at Movie Vault, but they last longer. Hey Chris, yeah, I got some pumpkin seeds that I've been catching. I've got some of those and some green sunfish. Just have been getting bait. Here's one of the pumpkin seeds that I got right before the live started. I think my bobber was under. See, I can't pay attention to both, but yeah. Those clouds look really cool. I don't know if y'all can see them, but hey Jesse. Yes, the pumpkin seeds are so pretty. And what's funny is they're the ones over here have been even a different shade than the ones on the other side of the same lake. Can y'all see the rain back there in those clouds? Well, that's cool. I always think it's neat whenever I have a fish on that other people haven't seen before or haven't caught before. George Ray, like the bluegill the other day, said that they don't have them in the UK. So I made sure that the next time I was catching some pumpkin seeds that I would get to do another live so that he could see those as well. I stuck that night crawler back on, but I might just quit with the worm because, well, there we go. Well, it's gonna sound bigger than it is with this drag, but there's something on there. Oh, another pumpkin seed, a big one. No, a bluegill. It was so bright I couldn't even tell. It's a very bright bluegill. I have huge man hands. I'm 6 foot tall, so I have really big hands. But that's a good hand sized bluegill there. Yes, Caden, I'm 6 foot tall. Yeah, when I was hanging out with Ron Bortz, I didn't feel short. I mean, I didn't feel as tall. I felt slightly short because he's taller than me. But then standing next to Paula, I felt like a giant. She was definitely nowhere near 6 foot tall. That's Paula Smith that I'm talking about. Oh, guy beside me is catching fish. He's got a bass right now. Well, that's cool. She's 5 or 6'2". I love that. Anytime anybody is taller than me, I like gravitate toward them. I go and I stand as close to them as I can because it's fun for me to feel short because I don't ever get to feel short. I'm fishing Taylorsville Lake. This is my home waters. This is where I'm at most of the time. I fished the tailwaters last night, so that's why I'm not in the boat. And then I'm still up and still fishing, and just came over here to the marina since it's on my way home. Oh, the bluegill just popped out of the bucket. Every time I tell a fish to quit, I feel like I'm Richard Gene, the fishing machine. I don't know. Now that the sun's gone away, I guess you all can see the houseboats there at the marina a little better. There's a whole bunch of boats back behind it too, but can't really see them from where I'm sitting. And I'm sitting right here. Sorry, I know it's probably shaky, but right here at the ramp. Six four, all right. Like I'm gonna, especially any of you all that are 6 foot and up. If you go to CatCon, I'll probably gravitate towards you. Just know that it's because I'm not used to getting to stand beside people my height or taller. That bluegill is really active over there. I've never been snagging, Caden, but I will tell you that I was fishing there and it stunk so bad because there's about 30 Asian carp on the bank. Caden, I just read your second message. I'm glad the sun got covered by the clouds. I don't want it to start raining or anything, but that means my phone won't get hot and I won't be melting. There's another pumpkin seed. Caden, I don't think we thought that you thought that or that you were. But it's all right. I understand clarifying. I've been using the night color again. I'm not a girly girl, which is good because I'm covered in worm dirt right now. We'll call it dirt. We'll hope it's dirt. Oh, I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so sorry. It's going to make sounds, I guess, when I get notifications. Thank you, George Ray. I know I made a couple people moderators, but I'll add some more mods later. I think I just did 2 or 3, just so I'd make sure I had somebody as a mod. But since I'd only done one live at the time, I really haven't gone through and made anybody or made that many, I guess, people mods yet. I'm trying to figure out where that boat is. Remember, I showed you all the ramp over here. That truck's still sitting there. I have no clue. Like, I haven't been paying attention, I guess. But I mean, it's just funny. Like, there's a truck and trailer, but there's no boat. I don't know. Maybe they're picking somebody up that's out here on the lake already. Freezer film. Ah, that's funny. Yes. So I am not collecting trash to the degree that I did before. Um, I'm not going to say that it will or won't add up to that same weight, but um, At first, I decided that I was not going to do it this month because my back was killing me every time that I collected the trash the last time. But since there were only two of us who did it last month, I didn't want it to be that nobody else was doing it this month. And plus, it's really good for the waterways and for the animals and the fish. And so, I mean, I always collect at least a grocery bag of trash whenever I go fishing. Um, and so I've been weighing my little grocery bag so far. Like I haven't been collecting it like I did last time. Last time, one day I went out and I collected every single cigarette butt, which was insane. I'm not going to be able to do that again. That was just way too much. But yeah, I'm definitely still doing it this month. Just because I want to keep the interest in it. I want other people to continue to do it. Well, here's a little one. It's a little baby green sunfish, about the size of my finger. Oh, I figured it out now. My little buddy here that was um, fishing beside me is the one who's waiting for the boat to come in. Now that makes sense why I didn't see a boat. I'm starting to get sprinkles. That's not good. Hey, Dr. Frankenstein. I think I might call you. Oh, did I just get hung? That's weird. I've been set at the same depth the whole time. But I'm going to call you Doctor when you're in here because I hear everybody mess your name up. And I don't want to be that person. I don't understand how it got hung. I guess my bobber stopper may have moved. It has a lot of worm on it though, so I'm just gonna open this bell here, push the button, and see if something will get me out of there. I got another pole anyway, or several of them. Oh, there's bells on that one. Yeah, that's what I've been told, George Ray. I think that's a good thing though, better than frumpy. It's really starting to sprinkle. The boats are starting to come in because they don't want to get rained on. Something's out there messing with that one that's hung up. Hopefully it'll get me out. I'm gonna rustle through a bag real quick, but I need to get some. Well, maybe there ain't. Yep. Okay. Got me a crappie bite, and yes, Caden, I know these aren't the ones that you like to use, and they're not even the ones that I normally buy, but they still work. I still have this pole set up the same way I had it from my first live. So I might try that for a minute and see if that other one gets its way unhooked on its own. Oh, this one went under. Oh, I missed it because I didn't have the. Oh well, it still came out. It cleaned my hook, but it came out. I'm glad you got your coffee, fish and chick. Are you gonna drink coffee during the 7 to 7? Gonna have somebody bring you coffee while you're doing the tournament? Hey, pork chop. Oh, no, I was still wrong. That's not who the guy was that was fishing beside me. Oh, that's so gross. When I was getting the crow's night crawler ready to put on the hook and I ripped it, it squirted black inside gunk all over my chest. Oh, like I said, good thing I'm not a girly girl. Well, I think that you're on the 20th, aren't you, Fish and Chick? Because I'm in the tournament as well, but I'm on the 27th. Yeah, I don't blame you. The ramp that I'm usually at, I don't know what happened, but the porter potty is not even there anymore. I don't know if someone stole it. I don't know if floodwaters came along and it floated out to the lake. I don't know if they took it away. I have no clue, but they don't even have a porter potty. They do have lights there though for the parking lot, and that's a good thing. I tried the tailwaters to see if I thought that might be a good option, but no, uh, I don't think I'll end up going over there. I didn't have but one bite the entire night, so biggest thing for me is finding service, making sure it's somewhere that has service because I've got a lot of bank spots that I can fish because I've only had a boat for like a month. So I've definitely been used to fishing on the bank for quite some time now. No, no, I'm gonna have to get up and get that. Oh, yay. Caden. I'll never tell. The funny thing is that I am in a truck and there is trash in the bed of the truck right now because I've been fishing at two spots and I fished first and then collected trash at the last place. And then when I got here, I collected trash first and then fished. So, yeah, I definitely have ways around it because I fish that ramp all the time. But it still would be nice just if they would please replace the porta potty. However, even though I did get trash when I got here, there's still quite a bit over here on the bank. Not like the worst I've ever seen it. Oh, I missed one. Not the worst I've ever seen it, but not that great. There's also a pair of little boys' um, swimming trunks. So if you know anybody that was out here and lost their trunks, they're hanging on the sign over here. I understand that. Yeah. When you live in the sticks, it's definitely hard to find places that are going to be reliable for that. Oh, yeah. I just ask everybody to donate their trash to me. Oh, that one came off. I felt it. It was real little. Michael. Oh. I mean, it wouldn't. I wouldn't put it past them. I'm just saying, like they've been known to shoot out the lights at the parking lot, and a couple of years ago down there at that same ramp, they they said they used to chain the porter potty to trucks and drive around and do donuts with it. I don't know. I never witnessed it, but I sure wouldn't want that slinging around behind my truck. Oh. Hey, J Dog. Little one. Dude, what? What? Goodness gracious. That's a lot in 2 hours. Oh no, Daniel. That's awful. Oh. Hi, Daniel. Glad you're awake and gracing us with your presence. You getting ready to go get that sweet little boy of yours? Hey, yeah, pretty much I've caught pumpkin seed and green sunfish. So I have catfish rods right here, ready to go out into the water if I so choose. But I don't really know that I want to throw any of them out right here. I mean, I have done okay here, and I've also caught a trophy size saw guy here with my catfish setup, so I could have done that, I guess. But so far, I've just been bait fishing. Caught a hand-sized bluegill too. Oh, that was wrapped around. That was good. Oh, thank you. I don't think I know your name, but I'm just gonna call you off the hook since that's your channel name. But um, if I do know your name and I'm not remembering, then I'm so sorry. But thank you. I hope I catch a lot of fish too. I've been out since last night though, so I'm not sure how long I'll stay out today. Oh gosh. Well, hi Ted. It's nice to meet you and know your name officially. And thank you for coming in here, hanging out and watching me fish. Is Daniel still in here or did he leave? You might know. I know. Isn't that awful that I've just got him laying right here beside me? Oh, thank you, handsome. Hey, I don't know if you're able to look because if you're driving, that's probably not safe. But I don't think he's really kicking that well. I've got another bigger one, but here's the daytime, the pumpkin seed. I know it was hard to see it the other day when it was dark outside and I caught one. Hey, Carl, I'm good. How are you? I'm always good if I'm out here fishing. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I got a green sunfish I can throw on here. I know I do, but there's a little. That's perfect actually. With the little hook that I got on this one rod, that'll work really good. Let's see. Sorry about the bill. One of the main reasons why I don't have the rods out here is because there's nowhere to put a rod holder. I guess I could use rocks and fix my own that way, but you can't stake one in the ground here. It's way too rough. Um, I'm about to show you all the most ghetto thing that you've ever seen when it comes to fishing, but it works really good. It works really good at night too, but sorry, it's almost done. Okay, so this is my, hi Becca. This is my homemade bobber here. These are peg floats that have seen better days, but these are peg floats and a glow stick. So I took the little black part out, and they're just fed onto a glow stick. It works really good at night. I'll wait till the boat's going by. It works really good at night because if you put a glow stick in there that's fresh, it'll glow in the water really good for you. But yeah, it's really ghetto, but it works good as a bobber, and that way I don't have to change my little rig or setup or any of that kind of stuff going on here. So yes, it's ghetto, but it works. I'm sure that there will be lots of comments about better ways that I could do this, but no, my swivel opened and I can't get it. I'm gonna kill my little green sunfish for you and get it out there. Okay. So you have rod holders that will go into rocks and concrete and hot mess of a bottom here. I don't even know what you would call it. Oh, these bills. Get them off. Well, we may just be stuck with the bills. Because I can't get them. Oh yeah, I got them off. Sorry, having an issue. Becca, I'm gonna have to have you come on here like everybody else does, so you can fill in my time when I'm fixing my rods and stuff. Look, I have two fish on there. I accidentally caught. I've got a little bitty baby hook on here, and so I've got a little baby green sunfish just to see what it would do. But I accidentally caught into one of my shad too. So um, ooh, it's in his eyeball real good. Oops. Ain't that it, Becca? Let's see if I can check this out there. Yeah, from sitting down. That worked. Let's see. Nope. No, you can see part of the rod, not the tip though. Well, I've got hung, but I got him out. Realize I need to hook up my power bank. Okay. Let's see. If I set this up here. I'm trying to see if I move this around if you all can see the rod. Sort of. I don't know which way to go. But since I'm not paying attention to everything the way that I should, we'll throw a different set of little bells on here, just in case. I got to get it back on camera for you. There we go. You can see the tip at least. I just realized there was a guy that was putting his boat in just a minute ago. He was looking at me kind of funny, and I'm sure that he thought I was just sitting here talking to myself. Maybe I should have set up the other rod or added more weight to this one because it's already bringing that one back into the bank. Okay, so I've only done this once before, but I think there might have been something on one of those rods, but let's see if I can figure out what I'm doing, Becca. Nope. Hold on. A little disaster about getting that one out. I'll have to move the other one in a second too because it's coming into the bank. Sorry, I got to turn you the wrong way for a second because my phone is not doing what I need to do. No, I don't remember. I don't remember how to get to the thing to get the link. Yeah, maybe. I think my pole's either getting hung up or something's going on over there. Definitely not camera ready after I've been fishing for not 12 hours yet, but I don't remember how to get to the there. I found it. I couldn't get it to show me the address at the top. Okay. And then it's not letting me paste it here. Let me try it again. No. Hold on, I'm gonna turn you again because my phone, a fourth of it doesn't work. Well, that doesn't let me chat. Oh, here we go. Post comment. It's not letting me do it. Becca, I don't know how to do it. Hold on. I'm just going to leave y'all here for a second. Sorry, it's going to be shaky, but this is the only way I know how to do what I'm doing. Sorry. I'm not sure why it's not letting me paste the thing in there, but this should work. It should, but it's not going smooth. Okay. Okay. Now, undo. Yeah, I almost closed y'all out, but I fixed it. So, okay, Becca, oh my gosh. I sent you the link on Facebook because it won't let me do it. I was just going to post it in the chat, but thank you, Becca. Now I understand why it wasn't working. Yeah, I could have went to YouTube, but it's in your Facebook now. Mm. Oh, I got the belt on there. Sorry, little buddy. I just knocked myself in the shin with the green sunfish. You got to pick this. I'm getting you. Yay!
Now all you got left to do is make me a diddle.
Okay, but I don't know how to do that, so you're gonna have to walk me through it because that's the first for me.
There should be some boxes down there that have like little rectangles in them.
Oh, layout.
Yeah,
Okay,
and just
so
keep pushing them until you get the. There you go, right there. You got it already.
all right.
Yeah, because that way I'm little, because I got so much dead air around me, and then that way it
I
makes
mean, there may have been people who wanted to see your pretty picture, though.
no. And
You
that's
never
why, as I
know.
said, I'd come up with my icon yet, because I didn't go to bed till 7 this morning. So
Yeah, I haven't been there yet.
yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I changed my clothes. I had an outfit that was halfway decent on. Right now, people probably looking at me when they, when they put their boats in, but like I have a I have a dress on, and I have on leggings, and I have on fake Crocs, and it's a beautiful mess that I've got going on, but I don't care. Um, but I was throwing my cast net and I was covered in sweat and lake water, and I figured that I would at least, rather be dry and smell good than, the alternative. So
And really, it don't even matter. I mean, I've been to a convenience store and to other places in a tank top, men's boxer shorts, and rubber boots.
right. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Like that may have been why that guy was staring at me, not because I was talking to myself. It may have just been like, what's she doing? What's she wearing?
Yeah, it don't really matter.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm just trying to do is I'm trying to get some liquid down me to clear me up.
I
Yeah,
need to take.
I had just, I don't know, I just, can you doze awake? I don't know. The dogs need to go out, and then once I said I don't sleep very much, and once I'm awake, then I'm awake.
Yeah.
So, who all we got in there? Mr. Lee's in the house. Hello, Uncle Lou.
Hey, Uncle Lou.
Mr. Tim Mullane is in the house.
Hey, Tim.
Straight to the point is in the house.
Thank you so much, Tim. That is so awesome. I can't wait.
I know that was pretty cool last night when he did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely not expecting that. Everybody kept telling me to use them. I'm like, I don't have them. I ended up getting the what they call bank sinker hung up and losing everything on that line. So that was fun.
Mr. Snake, he said, Becky, if she needs a jack camera, I'm sure I can send that as well.
Yeah.
That's going to be expensive.
I was thinking, like, how much would that cost to ship?
Hey, but if you know what, if that's part of the deal, then I'll take 2 rod holders, please.
Right. Yeah, does it come with every rod holder, or is it, is this a one-time deal here?
Mr. Chris says in his avatar, he looks grumpy.
Oh,
No, you don't.
I was gonna say I've never thought that.
Uh, Mr. Eric says, cloudy today, no work, so enjoying some YouTube.
Well, thank you for being in here. It looks like to me, I don't know if y'all can see all the boats, but they're all just like hanging out right in front of me. Like I'm wondering if they're thinking that, they want to be close to the ramp in case it starts coming up in rain.
Yeah, it looks like there. From what I can tell, it kind of looks like maybe there's 4.
Yeah. Oh, that's almost across the line, but I didn't.
How many
It didn't
rods
go
you
right
got
through.
out?
Just 2, but how many do I have laying beside me? 1, 2, 3, 3 that aren't out.
Well, that's
I
okay, because
probably,
honestly, if you can't stick them in the ground and you ain't carp fishing, then
yeah, I
you
need
only.
to reset up the Uncle Lou's rod because that's the one that broke off. Um, and which I didn't. I was like, I probably was being too careful, and just let it break off because I was not going to hurt my rod. And so I need to reset it up because that one, I've got that Chaos 50 on it, and it has the bait clicker on it, so I could have it on and would know that my rod wouldn't end up in the water. We'll put it that way.
Right. Well, Snake said he can special deliver it. Well,
Is he in the
then,
bushes?
I was say, then come on.
Hey,
that,
Daniel.
get that thing delivered here. I might just need it in Arkansas.
I have family in Arkansas.
What
They're
part?
in Mountain View.
Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that. Isn't that like up north?
Yeah, it's kind of
North.
north, maybe northeast or something, maybe.
Yeah. There's a channel that I watch all the time. Absolutely adore it. It's a homesteading channel, and they're up in northeast Arkansas.
What are they called?
Whippoorwill Holler.
Whippoorwill. Oh, I love it. I didn't know that a whippoorwill was a bird until I guess it was about 2 years ago, which is so funny because like I'm a huge Randy Travis fan, and so like it's in his song longer than the song of the whippoorwill. But I
Mm-hmm.
guess I didn't really know what I was singing when I was singing along.
Yeah, they're when you listen to them,
Oh
they're
yeah,
I love them.
yeah, they're out at my house. Like I just never knew like that whippoorwill, whippoorwill. Like
That kind of sounds like you're saying Hercules, Hercules.
oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Funny.
Good morning, Mr. Dan.
Daniel, did you get Dom?
And thank you for coming in, Mr. Tim. I hope you're feeling better today. He said he needs to get after it.
Well, thank you for coming in here and thank you for shipping that out. I'm so excited.
Let's see if I missed anything. Miss Lisa said that's what she's doing. She had to get some coffee.
Oh yeah.
I don't drink much coffee, just a few times a year, but I don't know what it was this morning. I've got my regular glass of water over here, but I just got going with Keurig. So if I want a cup, I just do it
Yeah.
one by one. But the only way I can really honestly drink it, I can't drink it black, or I don't put cream, I don't put sugar, I don't put any of that stuff, but I do put some we call it hazelnut, sugar-free hazelnut syrup in it.
Oh yeah, that's good. I
Oh,
do
and
put
the
I'm a
coffee.
creameraholic. Like I don't my coffee is light. Like I've stopped drinking basically coffee though. I might have it like you said maybe once, twice, 3 times at most a year now. But I don't drink any kind of soda or anything either. I cut that out. It's been like 600 and something days now.
Yeah,
I
I
could
don't
be
drink
counting. Well, there went a carp jump, I think, right there in front of the camera. I don't know if anybody else saw it, but
I don't drink a lot of cokes. If I bought me like a 12 pack or whatever, I don't know, 20 pack from Sam's Club, it'll last me
yeah,
for
that's crazy.
5 months.
I think my little bobber stopper is sliding up on me because the same places I've been fishing the whole time. Like I'm getting hung now.
Well, don't let your bobber slide up on you.
I know it. Well, I've got it on there. My dad taught me to do it with the rubber band, which works really good. But I've had it on there for a long time, and it's I tied it on there funny. It's real close to one end, and so I think it probably has slipped because that's usually the only time that it'll get hung like that when I'm fishing the exact same area I've been fishing the whole time.
Now I need to ask you though, real quick. Is your channel, is it totally family friendly, or is it kind of one of those that are kind of like, you know, be open but not like too bad?
I mean, I'm curious why.
Oh, I'm just asking because that way I know what I can say and what I can't say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, um, I like okay. Outside of YouTube, I have a potty mouth. I'm sorry. Like I'm, I joke about things that other people might think are vulgar or who knows what else. But it's not gonna bother me, if you say stuff. The one thing is, if some stuff gets said, I might take note in it so that if I'm doing one of those channels that showcase your videos, that I let them know, like, oh yeah, don't use that one.
Oh no, I'm not talking about. I don't. You'll very rarely ever hear me cuss. That's just
Yeah,
not. That's just not something I do. But you know how somebody says something and your mind goes directly somewhere.
yeah, no, that's fine. Like my other live, me and Daniel were on here talking, and yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So and plus it also helps your moderators know like what they need to remove and what they can keep and I mean it just helps out.
that's why I said, why? Because I was afraid somebody had said something that I needed to
Oh,
know about or something.
no. It just
Yeah.
Miss Trish came in the house
Hi, Trish.
and of course I know you know her.
Oh, and Larry. I see Larry's in there, and Chunky. Hi, Chunky.
Mr. Chris wants to know how you like that Chaos 50.
I I like it. I'm still getting used to it because it retrieves on the opposite hand than any other reel that I have. Um, I definitely have learned off YouTube how to dial it in to where I'm not getting bird's nest. I know I'll probably eat those words later. Um, but yeah, I do really like it. But it's the whole reeling it the opposite hand that's the one thing that I have to get used to.
Why are you reeling it with the opposite hand?
Well, because it's a left-hand retrieve, and every other reel that I have, like, so I'm a Zebco 33 girl, and it's right-hand retrieve. So all of my spinning reels, I change my handle around and I retrieve right-handed. But my Chaos is a left-handed retrieve.
Why'd you get you a left-handed one?
I want it.
Oh, normally they'll let you choose which one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, cause see, I won that Chaos 50 from Palmetto, and he got with PC Fun, and that's why I said I was able to choose which one I wanted.
Yeah, I got mine from Mexicat.
Oh, so he might have already had it on hand instead of
Yeah,
having to order it. Okay.
yeah. So hold on, I'm gonna move y'all to a different view so you don't have to see this crazy outfit that I've got on. But I'm hung in. I'll show you what I'm hung in.
Hey there, Mr. Elston. How are you doing? Mr. Larry, how are you doing? Mr. Snake can confirm your potty mouth.
Y'all got to see what I just caught. This is something special here. It'd be an
What?
insole.
Oh, an insole. Kind of look like
Yeah.
a cactus.
Yeah, we're fresh out of cactus here in Kentucky.
What is it under the water? Mr. Dan said you will. It took him 7 months to finally get his dialed in just right.
There's a video, and I need to go and find the guy's name because I did this exact same thing with the castnet forever. I was like, oh, there's a video on YouTube, but I could never direct anybody there. So I need to go figure out what his name is because it made perfect sense when I watched his video. Um, but the castnet, I know him. His name's John Frederick. I don't know if anybody follows him, but um, I was actually commenting on his most recent video just yesterday and telling him about how all the guys at the dock either look at me and they're impressed and they say, "Wow, where'd you learn how to do that?" Or "I wish I could throw a net like that." Or they look at me like snobbish, like they don't think a girl should know what she's doing, or they're jealous because they can't throw a thing.
No,
but
I know where
but
you're coming from on that one.
yeah, yeah. Like sometimes like they really do get offended by it, and I'm sitting here thinking like, why does it have to be like that? But luckily I don't have that issue here in our YouTube community.
You know,
But in the real
I
world,
dated a guy once that we went hunting together, and we'd been together for I don't know about 2 months, I guess, and everything was fine, right? Well, then all of a sudden hunting season happened, and so we went out there together, and well, I shot a big old buck, and he didn't get nothing.
mm.
Very next day, he said, well, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out,
Oh no.
and it was exactly why.
Well,
So
you dodged a bullet with that.
yeah, I was like, I can't have nobody that. But anyway,
Yeah.
Mike's fishing home is in the house.
I'm like that. I'm getting all these people that I either are not subscribed to me or I didn't know they were subscribed to me or I'm new to knowing, their channel, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah, he said sorry, he's a bit slow right now. They had storms last night, so he didn't get much sleep.
Oh. Yeah, we had good weather. It felt great, but now we're getting this cloud cover coming
Mr. Dan said, "You're hung."
in. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I mean,
Yeah,
that's why I
that's
just kind of want
fine
to
with
know.
me.
Yeah, just kind of want to know. Um,
And then I can
Mis-
say something in return like, yeah, you didn't know that already?
yeah, I'm not going to be too bad.
Right.
Okay, I'm reeling it back in. Mr. Chris Usselton says my bait caster has a whisper system for controlling the free spool. Wow,
Has a whisper system?
a whisper system.
Never heard of this.
WHISPA.
Hmm. Well, that's new to me. I'll have to look that one up too.
Miss Lisa Fish and Chick says, "Yeah, make me feel bad because she swears like a sailor."
Yeah, me too.
I
Can't
just,
help
I
it.
just never have. I mean, it's just something that, I mean, I'll slip up occasionally, but it's just something. I ain't got nothing against other people doing it. I just ain't, I just never done it.
Yeah. So I'm a daddy's girl, and my dad worked in a factory, and he, worked stripping tobacco, and like both of those jobs were places where they cuss like a sailor. And so he would come home, and 3 or 4 words in every sentence was a cuss word for a while, and you just pick it up. And so then I was a server for like 10 years, and we called, back in the back where you get the drinks and the salads and all that stuff, we call that the locker room because you're allowed to just talk however you wanted to back there, but you got to have, your game face on and not talk like that when you're out in the actual dining room in that area. But and then I worked a little factory work there for a while too, but I just picked up other people's bad habits, and yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean the jobs that
Okay,
I've had,
so we
with
have to, like, Becca, talk as much as you want to because I want to try to drown out the music of the boat going by.
okay, yeah, the jobs that I've had, they've all been. I've always been. In other words, there's like 500 guys there and only like 3 women.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, Mr. Lee, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you need to load to open a file? I mean, I don't know what you mean by load because you just, you go to wherever, whatever file it is that you want to open, and then you can right click that way. If you want, you can double click it, or you can right click and go to the drop down list and click open, and then you have to choose usually what kind of program you want to open it in.
Keep talking, Bacon.
Yeah, we can't hear. Yeah, we can't
good.
hear. Yeah, we can't hear no music.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah, I can. I can hear it,
Yeah.
but it's just slightly. So
Okay.
it's not enough to like get you off of hearing nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. I got really good ears.
Yeah, no, you've heard it before when I was saying that I couldn't hear it anymore. So
Yeah. Mr. Ernie Brown is in the house.
hey, Ernie.
Outdoors with Caden said, "Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Lee. It's a AI file. It's a AI. What the heck is an AI? Artificial intelligence?
Right, that's what I was thinking.
No wonder you can't open it. I'm not sure what an AI file is, Mr. Lee. And is it a file that you found on the computer, or is it one of your own files?
The little one.
Isn't that a pretty little sucker?
It's green sunfish. That's my favorite bait.
Oh, Miss Trish has an Adobe file. Well, then yeah, you just double click it, but you got to have Adobe installed on your computer. If you ain't got Adobe installed on your computer, it ain't going to open it for you. Thank you, Miss Trish. Caden said, "Where'd you work?" But I don't know if she'd want to answer that one because usually you try to keep personal information off of here.
Oh.
I mean, some people give it out, but
yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I worked at several different Applebee's locations, but that's not the only place I worked. But that was the place that I put the most years in as far as serving tables.
Mr. Caden says he learned the song Pony at the boat ramp. Ha ha ha. I asked my mom what song it was, and she said it was a bad one. I thought it was about riding ponies.
I hope Daniel is still in here. I don't know if he is, but I just really hope he is right now with that song. But yeah, so I love that song. I'm going to the state fair on oh crap, I think it's on the 20th. Oh no, that sucks. I'm gonna miss part of that tournament, but I'm sorry. Like I can't help it. I'm going to go see Genuine, and the band that's open up for them is Color Me Bad. It's so
Oh, really?
like yeah, I'm going to some old school stuff, but Genuine sings the song Pony he's talking about, which was like the anthem of all the middle school dances that I went to.
No wonder
So,
I knew that one.
yeah.
I listen to a ton of old school stuff.
Yeah.
Tennessee Fun Outdoor is in the house. Said, catch some fish today. Can't stay, but he's giving you a little wave.
Thank you, Tennessee. I will have to look and see.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't recognize that
I
name.
don't either.
So I'm going to go take a little gander at it real quick.
Yeah. Thank you for coming in here.
Hang on. I do recognize that name because I'm already subbed
You've
to him.
already subbed.
Yeah, I forgot. He's got 9 people, and he's got 2 videos out. Matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and I'm gonna drop his link because yeah, I remember it now. Even though it's they can't stay, but
Nelly is coming to your state fair, Snake River. Yeah. That's some old high school, middle school tunes as well for me.
let's see, Tennessee. What was it? Tennessee
I got time again.
Fun Outdoor. Yes. So if anybody wants to pick him up. Oh, I can't. Crap. Never mind. Sorry about that, y'all.
Are you not?
No,
what
you know what? I
heck?
didn't even think about that.
What? I thought I would have put you on there. I don't, like I said earlier, I only put one or two people. I mean, maybe three. I don't know. But I just clicked on a couple just so that if I ever went live again, that I would have somebody as a mod. But I can't believe I didn't put you as one. And I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, it's whatever you want to do.
Well, no, you'll be one for sure. But
I just totally forgot that when I just looked that up. But I said I've already picked them up anyway. Let's see what's going on. Did I hear somebody say? I didn't see. I didn't see Has come in.
Boys to Men. Oh, that's cool too.
I don't know because I didn't see him come in.
Who
They
was
might
in
be.
your head?
They might be talking about he showed up like where they were.
Oh. Why am I getting shamed by Snake River? What did I do this time?
Miss Fish Chick said, not to blame it on men, but she worked with men for the last 25 years, so that's how I picked up swearing. Maybe just to fit in. Mr. Lee, it's got your own with logo, but do you have it? Do you have Adobe installed on whatever device you're using? 3+1 says he's going to share you out on his social media, and then he's got to get back to work. You have a blessed day, Mr. Larry. Hooked Up is in the house.
Hey, Hooked Up.
Trish says Boys to Men are coming to their fair.
Yeah, I like Boys to Men too.
And Snake River says he got Nelly coming to their state fair.
Boys to Men was one of the CDs that I had that I could listen to like every song on. There were some CDs you had to skip through, certain tracks, but there were a few that you could listen all the way through.
All right, straight to the point. Just picked up Mr. Caden, and now he is at 200.
Way to go. That's awesome, Caden. The last time I looked, I was at 134 last night. I don't know what I am now, but
You'll actually, I think you'll grow really fast.
I think that the tournaments will probably help me. Maybe not, but
oh, Snake River. When you said about that, when he said shame on you, he was just talking about because I wasn't modded.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
that was funny. Miss Chrissy Brown is in the house. She says, okay, I've been here just watching quietly as I can't stay. Have to go. I'm sure I'll be glowing when I get back. Take care, y'all. I will leave you on for watch hours, Miss Alicia.
Oh, thank you.
You have a blessed day, Miss Chrissy.
Ooh, the sun's come out again.
Mr. Mike says, hooked up with Hooked Up. Such witty. I love witty people. Mr. Tim says, you're all right by me, Miss Lisa. I don't care what anybody says. Mr. Garrett, fishing musician, says, also hooked up with Hooked Up. Mr. Matt, want to be outdoors, is in the house.
Hey, Matt.
Mr. Caden said you're at 137.
Oh, yay. Picked up a few today.
Miss Trish is still trying to help Mr. Lee open up that Adobe. Yeah, if it's an image, then I don't pull up images with my regular Adobe. Mr. Ernie says, me too. I got to get my black outfit on with black hat. It's time to drive Miss Daisy. I was wondering where you were going with that. That's a cute movie. Oh, we got a new person in the house. I don't think anybody knows. I don't know. I ain't never seen this name before. It's Chunky Cat's Fishing.
You say it's Chunky?
Yeah, it's Chunky Cat's Fishing. Do you know that name?
I do know that name. Like, I'm surprised that Chunky Cats would be in here. I'm excited.
Well, he typed in there. He said, "I'm new." Oh my goodness, Mr. Elston, you're so funny.
So I just had a fish take off with my line.
Did they bring it back?
It just bit the middle of my line out here.
Did it break it off?
No, it just swam with it for a minute, but it was definitely in the middle. It was just on the line.
Is it still on there?
It finally let it go, but I threw my catfish rod way out there this time, and now it's halfway in because the fish had the line in its mouth and was swimming. Like, I could feel it. There it is, jumping. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see it. I forgot I had the camera changed. It's jumping in between the bank and the bobber, but it was trying to eat my line.
The bank and the bobber, the bank and the bobber. I like saying that. Mr. Matt says, from Wannabe, says, just wanted to stop in and give my respectful thumbs up and say, hey, I'm getting ready to head out to the doctor. Hope you'll be on for a while, Miss Alicia and Miss Becca.
Thank you for stopping by. And the weather is going to be the biggest part of how long I stay on today.
Yeah, I'm sure he might be going out to therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that might be the doctor he's talking about.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, I'd say, hey, fun, but, those a lot of times aren't a lot of fun unless you're getting a really good massage. Then they're kind of fun. I need to hire me one of those just to come to the house and do that.
I'm a massage therapist.
Well, I took some classes, but I can't do myself. Yeah, I just, it's just not the same when you try to do yourself like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's all that. This is a fun conversation, but that's the only way I get it is from myself.
I wasn't going to go there.
I know, but I sure did.
I thought about what I said after I said it. Outdoors with Caden says, do not reel it in. It could be a flathead. Well, then she wants to reel it in. Straight to the point says,
near the bobber. It was closer to me than it was the bobber where it had my line.
He was just trying to come up there and give you his thumbs up. His fin up.
Yeah.
Oh, straight to the point says, Chunky, the guy who has more people watching him live than some people have hook sets.
I see Daniel's comment. I don't know what that's in reference to.
I ain't that far down yet. Martin from the UK.
I got hung right here. Got it. Nope.
You what?
I got hung on the rocks right here.
Oh. Mr. Martin S. is from the UK and he is in the house. He said he's been listening to you at work now. He's driving home.
Well, thank you for listening and watching and whatever you were able to get done. But I just got hung on the rock.
2 Yates Catfishing is in the house. Now he says no rods, but she's actually got 2 rods out there. They just ain't in rod. There you go, right there. Yeah, they ain't in rod holders because of the rocks. Yeah, Mr. Matt's physical therapy and shots in the spine. I hate getting shots like that. Reba, get down.
We've got a mist of rain starting to happen now. Hopefully that doesn't turn into real rain. It's fake rain.
Wait a minute. She say misting rain is real rain.
No, it's fake.
Do you have little rubber raindrops falling down on you?
Yeah, that sounds a little painful. Oh no,
Not
sounds like
really. They could
agony.
be little rubber bubbles.
Yeah,
Think about
like
it.
flubber bubbles.
Yeah, I want a
That's
flubber
fun to
bubble.
say. Flubber bubble.
I want to watch him bounce against the wall.
It is raining with like there's little bits of rain now for real falling, but with the sun shining very brightly.
Oh, Outdoors with Caden said he means give him a second so he can get it. He's talking about the when he said, that's a flathead, don't let him come in or whatever.
Yeah,
That's what he's talking about.
gotcha.
Well, there's Mr. Circle Hook Productions, Mr. Clint. He is in the
Hey
house and says,
Clint.
"Hi, Alicia."
Hey Clint, thank you for coming in. I'm still fishing. He told me last night that it was okay that I missed that I was late going into Avid and Amy's interview because I said that I was fishing. He said that was a good reason. So I'm still out here.
We really do got a new person in the house now. And I'm going to pronounce it Jerry Sipe, Geri. Says, "Hi, I'm new. So welcome."
Hi Jerry.
Oh, he's got 3 accounts. So, that's Outdoors with Caden.
Ugh,
They got 3. I don't, honestly, I don't understand all these multiple accounts. I really don't.
yeah. I
Unless
mean,
you got something going on them, like, I don't know. I just don't get it.
well, this is my second account, but that's because I don't remember the password on the other. But that was from like 2000 and I don't even know what, like so old.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's different. I mean,
yeah,
you're not creating them just to have, different accounts to go give like thumbs ups or different accounts to, to go sub to people and stuff like that because honestly, those ain't going to stick.
yeah,
I wouldn't want my sub count to grow based on, fake accounts
yeah,
because eventually you're going to lose them.
yeah.
But, they might have a reason that, that they have multiple ones, so.
Yeah.
Mr. Dan says, Miss Alicia, you're sitting at 20 people in the house.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome. I don't know how many I had in on the first one. What the most was I had at a time, but we'll just say 20 is the most.
Did I come in on that first one? I don't remember.
The one that was pond fishing with my daddy, and then
Oh,
I had Daniel in there, and we had to explain that it wasn't that he was my daddy, like
who's your daddy?
yeah, my daddy was literally I don't know 30 feet away from me, but
Honestly, it's really awesome that that you still fish with your daddy. I wish mine was here every day.
yeah, I wish he would fish more. Like he used to fish all the time.
Okay, Snake River says 2 different accounts for 2 different communities. So I said people have different reasons. I'm just talking about the ones that that only create them just so that they can either troll, or I don't know. I just
I
don't
think
get it.
I'm gonna get checked for my fishing license, which is on my phone. So I got to figure out how this is gonna go down. But
Oh, they're coming out there to check you now.
yeah, so my fishing license is on my phone, and I'm on YouTube doing a video right now. So can I give you my information, or do I need to pull it up on my phone? Okay, I have to pull it up. So Becca, continue to talk and give me just a minute.
I'll do that. Yeah, they come first.
Yeah, I agree.
Just so you know, you're not Kentucky, not supposed to fish from boat by boat, man.
Oh, I thought that just meant like on the ramp,
No.
but
Okay, hurry back, Mr. Dan. I'm assuming y'all can still hear me. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Dan. You know, so some people just make up different ones just to, as I said, just to troll and stuff like that. And you know, if that's their thing, then they can do it. It's, you know, I ain't gonna judge nobody. I just ain't gonna do it myself because one channel is quite enough for me. But like I said, just like Snake said, you know, different. You know, maybe if you have two totally different communities or whatever, then you know I can see kind of doing it that way. And if you don't want to intertwine the communities, thank you, Miss Trish. Hey there, Mr. Martin. How you doing? I hope that you made it home safely. Mr. Pork Chop. I love that name. Matter of fact, that's what I had for breakfast yesterday. I just know that some people, you know, they'll do the multiple ones, you know, to go sub to people to get them over a certain level. And you know, I hear that happen all the time. You know, not pointing anybody out or nothing. I hear it happen and totally over YouTube and stuff. And I just know most of the time they ain't gonna stick, not unless they do something with those channels all the time. Is anybody else going out fishing today? Or doing anything exciting for that matter? Mr. Carl, I have no content but still have 9 subs. Yeah, that'll happen. And it kind of just depends on, from my experience, as long as you are active in, you know, like giving people comments, active in chat boxes, any of that stuff, your subs usually will stay unless somebody, you know, chooses to unsub you. But as long as you're active, they'll generally stay. Miss Lisa, just cleaning out your trailer. I need to. Well, I don't know what kind of trailer it is. I mean, I need to put. I got a 16-foot flatbed out there. I actually need to put. I need to replace some boards on it, or replace the floor on it. Mr. Alex says he's gonna try to finesse his drop shot for bass. Miss Trish is scoping out some new fishing spots, so that's always kind of exciting. Mr. Snake says going out fishing Wednesday will be live on Skeletor's channel for the Outcast Owls. Mr. Carl's making some UKC fishing rigs up. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, there's a lot of fishing type stuff going on.
She's back.
Everything okay?
Sort of.
You sort of want to tell us, or you want to keep it to yourself?
I'll sort of tell you when he drives away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I kind of heard what he said, but
Yeah. So I don't know him. He's new. And I know, you know, and I'm not saying like, oh, I know them and that you know, nothing like that. I'm just saying like he, I guess was really doing some by the book stuff that I've never heard before. But that's why I paused everything and got up there because I said, well, I need you to clarify this for me so that I'm not doing something wrong, you know. But I've seen people fish here a million times. I've fished here a million times, but apparently I can't fish where I'm at right now because I'm on the boat ramp. But I'm not on the boat ramp. But because there's a courtesy dock there and there's a ramp here, he said that I can't fish here.
Is there a law there that says that you have to be in so many feet from the boat
The
ramp?
only thing that I know is that you can't be 150 feet from that marina, and there's a sign on the other side of that boat ramp. I mean, of that boat dock that shows you where that 150 feet ends. So I don't know. I didn't want to cause any trouble. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I just told him like, yeah, that I will pack up whatever, like And I asked him, I said, is there any way that you can look that up? Because I'm on YouTube. And he said, no, you need to pull it up. So that's why I paused you all and I went and I pulled it up. But when he was leaving, he said, just so you know, that's a courtesy that we can do. We're not required to do, and we don't have to look that up for you. And I said, I would never expect you to look it up. I just wanted to know, since I was in the middle of this video, if that was a possibility. But if not, I would gladly look it up because I have my paper license as well. I have a 3-year license, but I have my paper license as well. But it's actually with my boat, like, and not here with me. And so, but I mean, I always have like a screenshot of it on my phone, and I always have you can look it up online, all that stuff. But so I was half nervous when I was talking to him. I'm not nervous, but I just went on and pulled it up from the website instead of going to the picture that I have. And he said, you also need to go take a screenshot. I said, I have a screenshot. He said, well, just so you know, if you don't have reception, then that means you don't have your license on you. But I already know that, like, and I have not, but it was fun.
Sounds like number one, since he's new, he's kind of like sowing his oats right now.
That's what I assumed.
Number two, he's just flat out being a jerk.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, I told him, like, I was like, I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I always make sure that I'm covered. Like my numbers are on my boat, and I've got my fishing license for the next 3 years, and I don't fish without my license, and like, but yeah.
So did you? I mean, when you said look it up, was that your license, or was that looking up that deal that he said about not being so close to the boat ramp?
License.
Oh, see, I don't know about. I mean,
because they can. Like, I've had one ask me before when I was like, okay, I've got to go pull it out. I was like, I said, hold on, it's in this other tackle box, and I was going to go get it. And he said, oh, I can just look it up if you'll give me your information.
Yeah, so I said a lot of them are nice that way.
Yeah.
I said he's just new. He's trying to do everything by the book, but I'm still just wondering about that whole boat ramp thing. Just like Snake says, that has to be posted somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably. Oh my God, Snake River asked, did I at least tell him to sub?
Do what now?
Snake River got a comment coming up that says, did I ask him to hook set?
Oh, I don't think I'd want him.
Yeah, I have a feeling like I feel like he's gonna come look me up, but you know what? I didn't put it in the link. I almost put it in the description and all that stuff. But he was like, "So what is this YouTube thing you're doing?" I was like, "Oh my gosh." So I told him, I was like, "Oh, I'm just part of a catfish community." And then he was like, "Oh, I wouldn't fish here for catfish." And I was like, "I wasn't fishing here for catfish." I was like, "I did put one out, because somebody asked me to, but." I said I actually was just over here, fishing for bluegill and bait.
Yeah, I said I don't think I'd want him on my channel. not being a jerk like that. Yeah. Uncle Lou says sounds like one of them young officers. As I said, yeah,
he
probably
was
just
definitely young. I was older than him for sure, and I'm not like old or anything, but yeah, he was young.
Mr. Garrett, sorry, sounds like basically like an ass.
What?
That officer.
Yeah.
Mr. J. Fox Hunter is in the house.
I mean, I definitely didn't do anything wrong except for apparently sitting here, but
as I said, most new, not all of them, okay, because you can't lump everybody in there. But if you'll ever see all the new ones and stuff like that, they tend to, they want to bow out like a young rooster. They want to show all the chicks, like who's boss. But Miss Fishin Chick says, Becky, you're absolutely correct. She's been in law enforcement for 25 years. Sounds like a total newbie.
Yeah.
Mr. Michael Murillo says you can be a fishing outlaw just like him. That's kind of a neat name for a channel. I wonder if that's. I'd have to YouTube that, see if it's an actual channel. Mr. Garrett said, if he asks for your license again, just tell him you'll pull it out like his daddy should have.
Oh my God.
Something tells me he wouldn't think too kindly of that.
Yeah. Especially since he got offended that I asked if he could look it up. But if I were to think something like that, oh Lord.
That's
I'd end up in handcuffs or something.
When he says no, you ain't gonna look it up and say, don't you know how? I mean, you're supposed to have it on your presence at all times, but
right, but it worked. I do, because I have it on my phone as a screenshot, and that counts. That is the exact same thing as having your paper license on you.
Yeah, as I said, back in the day, there wasn't no.
Yeah, exactly. Back in and it had to be signed and everything. That's they were big on that here. They're if you I mean, he probably would have been very big on it, but most of them were just sign it. But it's supposed to be already signed when they look at it. But you don't have to sign them now. But I have a printed out version as well.
Mr. Lee says one of the new young guys who hasn't had his woohoo knocked into the dirt yet, he's power tripping. He'd look into that deeper on where you're fishing, especially when it's not posted. Because just sounds wrong.
I feel if I go and look up in the regulations, in the book, it's probably somehow written in there. I will say that a lot of their stuff is confusing in the regulations, or hard to find. As far as what bait you're allowed to use, even, you know what I mean? It took me, I don't even know how long to even find it. And I didn't find it in the fishing guide that they have a book that's, a magazine type thing that you can pick up at the bait stores and Walmart, but it wasn't in there. I found it in the boating guide. And I was like, that's weird. Not everybody that fishes, that's out fishing is going to be needing to look at the boating guide. So you would think it would have been with the other fishing stuff, but anyway.
It's usually, if there's a law about a boat ramp, though, it's usually on the lake information. Yeah. What lake is that?
Oh my gosh, y'all see that? Oh, let's see the fish. That was so awesome. It was huge. But it went back down. I don't know where it's at now.
What lake is that?
Taylorsville Lake.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, there was somebody else who was fishing right beside me, but he walked away. I wasn't the only one that was over here. Maybe he knew the rule, huh?
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking it up and see, because there's special regulations for Taylorville Lake.
Well, yeah, there's different. I mean, there's certain things like the crappie here have to be 10 inches. There's different things that are different than other lakes. But I mean, he said the state of Kentucky. I just remembered that, but he did. He said the state of Kentucky.
So far, I don't see nothing about that you can't fish next to the boat ramp.
I know that you can't fish on the ramp. You can't fish on the dock. You can't fish on the ramp. I've known that, you know what I mean, that. But I wasn't on the ramp, you know what I mean, and I wasn't on the dock. I was sitting in between them and the rocks. But there's a whole area of bank here. People fish this all the time. But he was saying, he said it's not so bad right now. He said because there's not a lot of boat traffic. He said, but if there was a lot of boat traffic, then you could be a hazard or be in the way. And I said, if there was a lot of boat traffic, I wouldn't have my line way out there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it out there in between the ramp and the dock, because they're going to get caught in my line. But also, they're not going to cut straight across there either, because of it's too shallow. You know what I mean? They go around a little bit, but I still wouldn't have it in their way. But I didn't go through all that with him. But
Yeah, it's just like Mr. Lee said, he's the type of guy who gives law enforcement a bad name. So, we definitely, as I said, I've got a family member who's actually in law enforcement. So,
Yeah, I mean, well, some people like in my local fishing groups and stuff on Facebook, like they'll say, "Oh, I never get checked by the game warden and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Well, I always do." I said, "But I fish all the time. You can't fish as often as I do and not have them check you." And so, 99.9% of them have been great. Like they've talked to me, like, "Hey, you catching anything? Had a good time." Like there's not been any issue. There's not been anything with anything, but that one didn't go as great, but it's fun.
Mr. Michael Murillo says, I think you all need to give this guy a break. He probably just took the oath this morning. He went looking for a porta potty and it was gone, y'all. Mike's Fishing says, I have said that before to jerks, just not to the law yet. Waiting for the opportunity. Caden says you're now on 140.
Okay.
They thought whatever was jumping in the water. Caden said it was probably a carp.
Probably was a carp, but it looked dark. Like it looked like it was a catfish. Like I caught a really black fish out of here the other day, and it looked just exactly like that one.
Or black carp.
Yeah, but it just the way, like, it didn't look scaly. There's a way to differentiate.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No shiny parts.
Yeah.
Mr. Mike Irvin is in the house.
Hey, Mike Irvin.
Mr. Murillo, next time you tell the officer that you know Dieter and that you fish with chicken. That's funny. Oh my goodness.
There is a package of chicken right there.
That officer probably said, I'm allergic to chicken.
Why aren't you eating that instead?
Mr. Lee says, since he was so worried about where you're fishing, you should have busted his walnuts on the throw liners and juggers.
Oh, gosh.
He might not take it too kindly to that one.
You got to get me arrested.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's not. Let's see, Mr. Murillo. Oh, if he mentioned the state of Kentucky, you should quickly respond, I'm not in Ohio. Just kidding. Well, no, I'm not kidding. Dang it, I took a wrong turn somewhere. Let's see. Caden says certain lakes have certain regulations. You can't fish on the dock, but besides fine. He doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. Yeah, that's what she's saying. Yeah, a lot of them don't want you on the boat ramp, but Mr. Mike's Fishing says, see y'all later. He's going to try to get out for a couple hours himself. Radar and storm percentages seems to be clearing up. Tight lines, Miss Alicia.
No, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I definitely won't do it because I know that he'll be here, patrolling. Like, he probably wouldn't be patrolling at the ramp that I normally go to, but usually when I'm there, I've got my boat now anyway. So.
Yeah, and he is going to sit there and watch you now. You know he is.
Oh yeah, definitely. Which, I mean, I have not fished here in months, so I'm not even worried about it. But if he had been at my dock and he did that, I would have been like, oh God, because I would be seeing him all the time, I'm sure, because I'm always out there.
But Mr. Lee said that he spent years in law enforcement and it really irritates him with guys like him. Yeah, I can see where that would.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm just going to leave my stuff sitting there because he can't get mad that it's sitting over there, whatever. But, okay.
Dan says his says 141.
Yeah, I like Dan's answer for 141. So before I go over to check to see what the actual sign says, which I don't know. I think he's probably still down here checking people. Like, I didn't never see him leave. But he could have left and I didn't notice it. But if he's here, he's way down there, way past me, where those people are. But Oh, you're fine.
Mr. Caton said, the thing about carp is it depends on what they're eating. The darker they are, the more mud they've been in. The lighter they've been in open water and have been eating vegetation.
Well, I think this is the sign that I was talking about. That's laying down. No, that's not it. I think the sign is gone. But see, there's that buoy there that says no fishing. I think that's it. See the buoy that says no fishing? I think that's the 150 feet from the marina, because there's another one on the other end too. So you can't fish in that area.
That's what it says on that sign right there laying down?
No, that says vehicle parking only, meaning you can't put your boat here. Boats go in the middle.
I was going to say, then he needs to get out there and put that sign
Stake it back in the ground. No, the buoy in the water, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're not allowed to fish from there to the other buoy that's on the other end of the dock. But yeah, he's down there. I see his police truck or whatever, his game warden truck. But so anyway, so that I knew. So then I know that you don't go on there and you don't walk out on the ramp. But I didn't know the other. But there are things on a sign over here. We can see what it says.
Fishing Musician says, you're assuming he has walnuts. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lord. Y'all crack me up. Snake River went and looked too. He said he couldn't find anything on not being able to fish next to the ramp.
Yeah, like that. I mean, he specifically said it because I asked him very specifically. I said, now I know you can't on the ramp or on the dock. Oh Lord, there's all kinds of little bitty writing over here. Let's read this bigger sign first. But look, there's trash snake. I can get some more trash. What the heck that is?
So there's nothing about not being able to fish.
Yeah, let's go to this other one. We got 3 signs total, but
yeah, that's what I found on. That's what I found online right there.
Yeah.
Nothing about the boat ramp though.
No, so we got one more. Now this is a ton of little writing though. But
that's a bulletin board.
Yeah. But this has a map of the lake. And let's see. I don't see anything.
Now, Mr. Tim Molina says it's opposite with catfish. The lighter the carp are, the more mud they've been in. Mud is good for your complexion. I know, since I'm a mud riding person.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
I know, right?
Yeah, one of them is my neighbor. So, yeah, that's a sad sign there. But no, I don't see anything at all. And, like, I don't know what all this crap is. It's probably in here, in that stuff, you know?
Honestly, I would have asked him to show me.
You don't understand. No, I can't.
No, you would do it in a way like, well, I'd like to make sure that I know all the regulations since I obviously missed this one. Yeah, where'd you find it at?
Yeah, I didn't ask him to show me, but I did ask him like that in that manner, saying that, I said, I always try to, follow these rules. So I want to know if I'm doing this wrong, I need to know, what it is that I'm not allowed to be doing, and I asked him that, but no, I didn't say it like, show me where it is. He'd probably say, you have eyes, go look it up or something, but I don't see nothing.
Mr. Dan says lack of sleep. No, I'm sorry, not lack of sleep. Lack of sign doesn't mean it's not a law, though. And we know, but he needs would never think that. Yeah, he needs to show her where she can find maybe all the laws that are out there, because maybe there's some other ones that are, pretty much stupid as well. I mean, that are
this
lost.
Doesn't even have the sign that the other one does. The ramp that I go to has a sign right there, like where you would put your boat in, and right there beside the dock that says something about no fishing at on the ramp or dock. But this lake doesn't even have. I mean, this is like the most most popular, busiest, whatever ramp. So you would think that it would be posted here, but I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
said, I wasn't going to question it. But
Snake says the burden of proof is on him. And Miss Fishin Chick, who's been in law enforcement for 25 years, said you are totally allowed to ask them.
yeah,
I was going to say, it's just, I mean, he might, he might bow up and everything like that, but he's the one that's in the law enforcement. He's the one that has to, sit there and, show you, or at least be able to recite which law it is, or, something like that. You can't just say, oh, you can't do that.
yeah,
Yeah, just like Lee said, just ask him nicely if he could show you where it is stated so you can find it and show others, since you can't find it anywhere. Yeah, that's like what I was saying. I mean, as
yeah,
long as you're nice to them, they're usually okay.
yeah. Usually, like I said, I've not had, like, 99.9% of the time I've not had an issue at all whatsoever. Like, I mean, I've had 2 different years in a row on the very first day that you have to get your license, because everybody has to renew theirs in Kentucky on March 1st. And so I've been fishing on March 1st the last 2 years, and I've had them come up, thinking that they were going to catch me, without having my new license. And, like, still, they were totally nice to me. I had my license. I didn't have anything that I was doing wrong. The one thing he didn't do that the other ones do, they usually say, like, do you have a stringer? Like, what fish do you got? They check I mean, not all of them, but
Well, that's because
most
those
of I've
are
seen
the
it.
regulations. You got to be so
Yeah,
big. And
yeah. I was just kind of surprised that the one thing that usually they do, he didn't do.
Mr. Stevens, Central Valley said, yeah, he needs to educate and show you where it states you can't on the water in the regulation book. Other than that, he's going to fish away because they're not supposed to enforce public waters. Dan says he hates it no matter how hard you look online. Anywhere, you never know all the laws and regulations. And that's true.
Yeah.
Because it depends on where they put them. But there's, as I said, I looked on that lake and there ain't nothing. But
Well, maybe, and the other place I guess you could look would be the Army Corps of Engineers owns the lake. You know what I mean? So maybe it's on their stuff, which I don't know.
yeah, Mr. Lee, yep, he needs to prove you're wrong. If he won't and give you a ticket, he'd be beating the judge to the courthouse just to crack the walnuts. Yeah, he has to prove that you're incorrect.
Oh, he made a point to definitely say it. Now, I'm not writing you a ticket, but so that's why I'm not trying to, like, push my limits with him.
Yeah, my teacher back in school always called those butt bombs. She go, man, don't use butt bombs unless you know where to go. Mr. JV Outdoors is in the house.
Hey, JV, you can fill him in on the what just happened. I guess I'm taking a load to the truck right now.
So he is making you move right now?
I mean, he said you need to get it wrapped up and move to another spot. Well, I've already fished all night long. I'm not trying to go set up again somewhere else. You know what I mean?
That just bites. I mean, well, of course, it's you're the one out there, so you have to make all the decisions. But until he shows me that law, I'd sit there and still fish.
I mean, he's out there. Like, I know he's checking some people out there, but there's not that many people fishing. So I feel like he's waiting for me to see if I actually move.
That could be true too. I would though. I'd sit there and well, I don't know. You're the one that's in the situation right now, so everybody here, including myself, we can all tell you what to do, but or suggest or whatever. But ultimately, it's going to be up to you because you're the one that's actually there.
Yeah.
And it's gonna, that's gonna possibly run into him again.
I just haven't had the best of luck when it comes to questioning authority on anything. So I just don't anymore. Whether that's right or wrong, you know what I mean? Like,
I get it. Yeah, I totally get it. As I said, sometimes it's just, I don't know. I mean, we're all saying one thing, but sometimes, it's just, you want to go through the hassle. Mr. Carl said he's off. So Good luck and tight lines from the UK.
Well, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna take this load real quick, which is real close. But...
Yeah, Mr. Lee says because he knows that he's not 100% on what he's trying to tell you. And that's probably true. It's probably why he didn't want, look it up either. Most of them that know their job, they're going to be able to know where to look at that stuff. Yeah, Mr. Michael, that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. She's there in the situation, and you don't want to make it worse because then she'll be targeted all this time. Especially if that guy's new, he's always going to be looking out for her. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere I was unwanted either. Yep, Mr. Lee, you do what's right for you. That's what I say, man. It's she's the one that's there. She's the one that's got to deal with it.
It's gonna be storming. Well, maybe not. Maybe this one's gonna go past, but like.
Caden said, Alicia, stream at the county pond.
Yeah, I will. That's the first place I ever got on a live was sitting there. I was on TJ's live, I think. I stepped on the panel. What the heck?
You stepped on his what?
Right?
Jeez, how long was it?
Oh, God. What are you talking about here, Becca?
Skelly said, you've been live for an hour and a half and haven't seen you one time on camera.
Because I've been fishing for 12.
Yeah, Central Valley said, you look far enough away to me and you ain't on the docks, so.
It's raining.
But just like Michael Murillo said, he goes, I just go. He says, I don't want to be anywhere that I'm unwanted.
It's raining. Big wet drop.
Yeah, get your phone inside.
Yeah. I'm going to have to end it. Thank you. Look at the lake. Oh, my God, it's raining hard. Okay. I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in here.
Be safe.
Bye. I can't even end it.